first video of 2025. I am 104 days out from the Nashville Marathon, where I'm setting the goal to run a sub 2 hour and 50-minute marathon. So I'm gonna cover 10 exercises that I do every time before I run. You don't have to do these 10 exercises, these are what I prefer, but you should have a dynamic stretching routine prior to running or any exercise that you decide to do. It's crucial to get blood flow to the muscles and to the joints in order to prevent injury and get your body prepped for the activity that's about to take place. First exercise that I do is forward leg swings. Now, you're just gonna hold on to a wall, a bench, anything that you can get level, and you're gonna take the leg that's closest and you're gonna swing it forward. Now you wanna start out slow and then start gradually increasing it and getting it up. I'll do about 10 to 12 of these each side. And this is really good because you're starting to get a little hamstring stretch here. You're getting the motion in the hip, some flexion here, some extension on the back. Switch sides. The second exercise that I'm going to do, it's similar to the first, is going to be lateral or side leg swings. So same thing, grabbing a hold here. I'm going to have a good posture. I'm not hunched over. I'm going to take my leg, cross it in front, and I'm going to work up. We are gradually increasing the range of motion each time. You start out super slow, controlled here. Third exercise is going to be walking on our toes. So there's not a set distance that I do this. I kind of will just go out maybe 10 yards out and then 10 yards back. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the gastrocnemius, the soleus, your calf muscles fired up and ready to go. Fourth exercise that I do that's very similar to the third exercise is, instead of walking on our toes, I'm going to be walking on my heels this time. What that's going to do is it's going to work on that dorsiflexion. We're going to get the tibialis anterior on the front side of your shin bone activated. So the fifth exercise that I'm going to be doing is butt kicks. I'm trying to kick my butt with my heel here. What that's really going to do is it's going to stretch out our quadricep muscles here. It's going to get that hip extension a little bit as we're kicking back. Now you can do these in place like I'm doing right now, or typically I'll go 10 yards out and 10 yards back. Alright, so the sixth exercise is going to be power skips. That's what I like to do. We're going to alternate going up. We're going to drive on our toes. And we're going to get that knee up as high as we can. That hip flexion going, get it activated. We're going here, and then we're going to switch to the other side here. The next exercise, the seventh one, is going to be karaoke. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go one side out, I'll go about 10 yards, and then I'm going to go 10 yards back, facing that same direction the other way. When I'm doing this, if I'm going this way right now, my right knee here, this knee that's on the outside, I'm bringing it up, I'm going over, and then I'm dropping it. You'll see a lot of people do this like deal right here, where it's like they're dancing or something. We don't want to do that, okay? But you want to drive your leg up, you want to get that hip over, plant, come back in front, drive up, over. So what it looks like going full speed. So the eighth exercise is going to be internal and external hip rotations. So we're gonna go external first. Doesn't really matter which way you go. So external, I'm coming up, out. And I'll walk backwards, other leg, up, out, step, other leg, up, out, step. Just get about 5 to 10 each side. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk forward and we're gonna do the opposite. So we're gonna go internally rotate. So I'm gonna bring my leg up, out, and around. Up, out, and around. Imagine that there's a pole in front of that leg that you're going over, like a fire hydrant or something. You're gonna have to step up and around. So the second to last exercise here is gonna be floor sweeps. And this is probably my favorite and the most beneficial exercise that there is in a pre-run warm-up routine. Now I saved this second to last or the last exercise because I like to get my legs warmed up before, because you are getting into more of a stretch with the hamstrings. I'm stepping, heel, as I sweep the floor. Now you don't want to tear your hamstring or strain or injure yourself. So if you have to have a little bend here or you can't touch the floor, then don't touch the floor. Not everybody's going to be able to get down and touch the floor. What you want is a good stretch, but you don't want to overdo it. I'm gonna go like 10 yards out, 10 yards back. Now the last exercise that I'm gonna do is just gonna be arm swings. So I'm just gonna do small circles here, and then I'll do bigger circles. Both forward, and then both backwards. Really getting those shoulders loose. This may seem like a very simple and minute, but I promise you, if you've ever felt some shoulder pain or some scapular pain back here in the back of the shoulder as you're running, you'll understand why I do arm swings. So 10th exercise here. And that'll be it for my pre-run dynamic warm-up routine. So those are the 10 exercises that I do typically before every run. It only takes me 5 to 10 minutes, and it makes a huge difference, especially for these tempo and speed workouts that I'm about to do today. I'm about to go on a 1.5 mile easy warm-up, and I'm gonna do 8 sets of 30-second tempo, 60-second jog, and then I'm gonna do another 1.5 mile cool down. Shouldn't be too long of a workout, 35-40 minutes. Go ahead and get ready to go out on this run. All right, just finished the run, 7:42 average pace, but like I said, it was a tempo run, so I'll have to like actually look at the splits. 4.71 miles, 36 minutes and 12 seconds. Good tempo run this morning. It's important to have a dynamic stretching pre-run routine in order to get your muscles warmed up, your joints warmed up, so you're not at risk of injury. It also just makes you feel a lot better on your run. The exercises that I did here are the typical exercises that I do before I go out on a run, and it makes me feel a lot better. It makes me feel ready to go. My body's prepped. But tailor a routine to yourself, something that you can stick to, something that you enjoy, that gets your mind right and gets your body right, ready to go out and run. Like I said in the last video that was around Christmas, I said that I was gonna try to get out a video a week. I'm gonna stick to that. So things that I'm looking to put out to you guys is a full week of my workouts. I'm trying a new strength training split right now that's tailored to this sub 2 hour and 50 minute marathon. I'm still training hybrid, but my split is a little bit different. I think it's gonna help me succeed in my running while maintaining as much muscle mass and strength as I can. So I'm not trying to put on muscle, but I'm just trying to maintain my strength and also have some dedicated injury prevention in there. Doing a lot more mobility, stuff like that, but I'm gonna break that all down in another video. So if you really wanna see that, just go ahead and like this video. It helps me out. Leave a comment. I'm really excited to bring you guys a lot more content, a lot more informative information. So each video from here on out is gonna have something that can help you, depending on where you're at in your journey. It may be beneficial to you, it may not be, but it's stuff that I do that helps me in my running and in my workouts and just in my daily life. So yeah, thank you a lot for watching this video. I hope you had a good new year. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, so I just ask that you would pray for our leaders, pray for the leadership, and pray for people around the world. Everybody can use more prayer. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.